Hi everyone, another soap making video. This time I'm going to be making a natural soap using essential oils and some natural products, like I've got kaolin clay and I've got some aloe from my plant. I'm going to use a little bit of mica just for my base colour, and I'm going to use some titanium dioxide for a drop. So I'm going to do a bit of a drop swirl. Now, the last time I used this mica, this one, it morphed back to a natural soap colour. So I'm not sure if it's going to do that again. I have added just a little bit of cobalt blue mica, so in case it does do that, I've got a slight hint of colour. And I used a blue because I'm using eucalyptus blue gum. So what I'm going to do first is tidy up. I'm going to stick blend my oils because I've got the aloe in there, these little chunks, and I just want to disperse that through my oil. So I'm going to just stick blend and I'll be back. Okay, so that literally takes a couple of seconds. So somebody has mentioned on my last video, I asked if there was some other stuff you wanted to see, and somebody mentioned maybe getting some help with some essential oil blending. So what I would do first is have confidence that you can create a scent that people are going to like. That's the first rule of thumb. Don't be frightened of them if you've only ever used fragrance oils. Essential oils, you can just use single ones. You could just use lavender, patchouli, cedar, but it's nice to blend so you get like you know, more of that aromatherapy kind of therapeutic sort of, you know, thing from your blend. So in this one, like I said, I've got eucalyptus blue gum, I've got Mei Chang and lavender. Now eucalyptus and lavender are kind of similar in that they've got some sort of camphorous notes. I'm using French lavender, so it's not quite as camphorous as, like, say, an English lavender. So those two together will complement each other because they're similar, but you need something to lift the blend. So I've used Mei Chang, which is a very strong lemony top note, and it just lifts the blend, and you could then you get all three together, and it's kind of, it sort of molds together to create a really nice, satisfying blend then. And I will say that in order to learn a bit more, get yourself this book, because let me just find an example. Say we're going to use some lemongrass, or now let's go with lime because I don't like lemongrass very much. It'll give you all of the information about the oil, and then the part that I go to is characteristics, and in the characteristics section it will tell you what colour it is, what kind of scent it is, and also it will tell you what it blends well with. So lime, it says here, blends well with neroli, citronella, lavender, lavandin, rosemary, clary sage and other citrus oils. So it gives you a pointer, so you can just start to create your own blends. That book is fantastic for that. There's lots of other essential oil blends books, but yeah, really what you want to do is kind of get this one, there's no base note. But general rule of thumb is you want a base note, a middle note and a top note, or a series of a few, you know. Or if you want to do like a real complex blend, then you'd have a few base notes and a few heart notes, the middle notes, and maybe just a couple of top notes. So I will explain more in another video because this is just going to cool down too much and I need to make the soap. So essential oil blending, use your nose, you know. Use your own nose, have a think about what you think smells nice together and try it. And if it turns out wrong, I've had a few that just, you know, weren't great. But you learn from your mistakes. You learn not what, crikey, I can't talk today. You learn the ones that shouldn't go together then. But saying that, I don't really think there's that many that don't go together. I'm just going to stick blend this. Going to add my kaolin clay, which I've got here in one of Matt's old pottery bowls. So I've got 25 grams of clay. smell of it. It's really good scent. I don't know why, it's just really nice. It kind of smells like an animal, but weird, but I really like it. Okay, I've done quite a hefty water discount on this soap as well. Well, I've done like, it required 422 grams of caustic soda, so I've just doubled that and made up my water, so I've got 844 grams of water, which is about a 25% discount, somewhere around that. Right, I'm going to pour my essential oils in now, which will help that to loosen back up again. So other than like your clove and cinnamon oils and things like that, most essential oils keep your soap batter liquid, so you've got a bit longer to play, which is why I always like using them. Years ago I just used essential oils, I never used fragrances, and it was just, oh, it's just a dream, look. It just makes everything wonderful and lovely. Okay, I'm going to pour off a bit of soap on my white swirl. And I've got a bit of spillage there, we just got a bit of tissue. So I've got some plans for this workshop. I'm going to be having a bench behind me. So this is like my work counter. I'm going to have one behind me to put my till on, my cash till and things like that. And then I've got somewhere to keep my bags and, you know, things for people who come into the shop. Okay, so a little bit of white. I did a video on my Instagram yesterday just to show what it was like in here, but it's going to change. So for those of you who saw that, you'll probably see more on YouTube, because I'll do a video soon and do a little tour once I've got myself sorted. So here's our white portion. I don't want to stick blend too much because it thickens up. Okay, and now I'm going to do my bluey green, and hope for the best that it doesn't fade out again. It's weird, that was. I've never had that happen before with micas, well, with anything. I've never had a colour, you know, go back to nothing. There was just like no colour there at all. Very strange. So I don't know whether it was a fragrance or whether it was just the mica. So as you can see, this is the colour it came out before, but it very, very quickly overnight went back to the natural soap batter colour. Really, really strange. So, ready to pour then. And keep a spoon on hand just in case that thickens up on me. Okay, so my little mould again is here. Just move this stuff out of the way there. Reserve a little tiny bit for the top. And start to pour in some drops. haven't done this style of soaping for a long time. I did it the other day with an orange and cranberry batch that I made, and it was great. Came out and looked really nice. So I just thought, let's try a bit more of that, because I really enjoyed the making of that soap. So I'm not going to swirl it. I'm going to leave it, and then I'll do like a chopstick thing in the end. It's a nice blend. It smells similar to another soap I make called Ebenezer, but I've not made Ebenezer in soap this year. It'll be coming out as a whip soap, but not bar soap. So this is a good substitute for any customers who might be disappointed. This is really quite similar. Except the other one, like Ebenezer, I use lemongrass. Like I said, I'm not a fan of lemongrass oil at all. It's just, ugh, makes me feel sick. I think what it was, I went to a Wagamama years ago in Birmingham, and they absolutely killed my dish with lemongrass. There was that much in it that, oh, it was just foul. You know, a hint of lemongrass. I actually eat lemongrass. I like it in my food, but only in small amounts. I don't like it to be overpowered, and it really was really bad. So I blame them for my hatred towards lemongrass oil. Although I've never been a massive fan. I like lemon myrtle. Those essential oils are lovely, but yeah, lemongrass is just, I don't know what it is. Something catches in the back of my throat and makes me feel sick. Strange, isn't it? Because lots of people love lemongrass. Not me, not me. Okay, so I just need to go and find a chopstick. Okay, I'm just gonna swirl it slightly, and then I'm gonna leave it for about 3 or 4 minutes. And I'm going to peak the top, so we do a traditional tiggy swirl, tiggy peaks. Just get a few of these, just so we've got that white dispersed over the top. Okay, I'm going to give it a few minutes and then come back. Okay, we're ready to peak this. So I've just zoomed you in so you can see. I just throw in my chopstick point, bring it down, bring it up, take it down, bring it up, and just keep doing that. And you can do it like flip it over. Loads of people always ask how you get textured tops. This is it. You just use a chopstick or anything. Sometimes I'll use like what have I got? Oh, my thermometer. If I haven't got anything else on hand, a spoon, anything that will just bring that top up a bit. And you can go all different directions, go like wherever you like. Because if you don't like it, you can always change it. There's no rule. But I like my peaks to go quite high. This still is quite thin, so I'll probably mess with this a bit more in a few minutes. But there you go, that's the idea of how to texture your soap top. So you could lift it up a bit more at the back. Because when it's cut, it doesn't matter anyway, but it's just, I like to have a good old play around with it, you know. So there we go, I haven't got a name for this yet, I'll think of something. I've got a whole list of names that I want to use but haven't used yet. Okay, so I'll see you soon. I'll see you for the cut tomorrow. Good morning, time to cut. So this was almost ready to cut before I went home last night, and I think it's because I did such a big water discount. And years ago when I was making soap at home, I used to make soap in the morning and I used to be able to cut it in the early afternoon. So it was a bit of one of them. Bit of a memory. Okay, so the colour definitely faded a little bit, but I'm glad that I put in some blue. I used a bit of cobalt blue mica because this green the last time faded back to the soap colour. I didn't want it to happen again, but it hasn't happened again, but it has gone a lot paler. It was quite a lot more teal, of a teal colour. Again, I can't get my words out today. It is Friday. Okay, so let's get it into soap blocks. Oh yeah, definitely looks like one of my old style soaps. It's a pretty colour actually. It goes with the scent. So yeah, that eucalyptus is good. This was I've got 2 eucalyptus oils here, and one is the blue gum, which is what I've put in this one. So it's eucalyptus blue gum, which is from Mystic Moments, who are the same as New Directions in this country, the same company, or same lady runs both companies. So she has the best essential oils in my opinion. There's lots of good essential oil suppliers, but Mystic Moments or New Directions are my favourites, because you just know that you're going to get really good quality oils, and that's what you need. If you're going to be working with essential oils, you want to get a good supplier. So here we are. I haven't named this yet, but I will. I just don't know what. I'm just going to take some pictures and I'll be back. Okay, so we're going to cut these into chunks. I probably will make some more. I don't know what else I want to do. I've got like a list. I need to make a few bits and pieces. So we will have a decent amount of samples, and there will be 25 bars of this one. So again, it's eucalyptus, Blitzia. Sorry, somebody at the window who just keeps banging on my window. I'm going to pause. There we go. Okay, so carry on. So I thought somebody was going to come in then, but I was just about to stop filming. But no, they were just tapping on the window at what they wanted to show someone. Okay. A bit all over the place today. It is Friday. I've got a few things to do today because we're getting some stuff on the website later. Okay, so this soap, this is what it looks like. I think it looks pretty nice. Pretty. I love these pastel colours. It's more of a spring colour, but then saying that, if you think sort of like winter frost, then it suits as well. So yeah, it's a good colour, that one. I like to have, like when you make soap, I like to have all of my soaps to be sort of different colours, so they're not all like, you know, the same tones. So when you look on the shelf, you get lots of different colours. So like in here, I've got purples and I've got browns and blues and yellows and oranges and reds and pinks, greys and blacks, all sorts. So when I make a soap, I try to do it a different colour from the last time I made a soap. I know it's a bit obsessive, but it's just, now I'm thinking about how the shop looks and I want it to be colourful, and apart from, you know, everything being black and white, which I like, the soaps and products, I like to have, well, the soaps especially, or the products are just labelled, so the soaps I like them to be colourful, because all the other products are just black labels, you know. I've been using Pinterest a lot lately to get some ideas for the shop, and I really love like Diagon Alley and things like that. And I posted a video on my Instagram the other day of me walking up to the shop and where I am. Somebody mentioned on there, oh my God, it's like Diagon Alley mixed with the Practical Magic shop, where it was just like, oh, it just made my day. That Practical Magic shop, when I first saw it, that was like, oh my God, it was a dream. I thought that's exactly what I want when I'm big and grown up. I'm not selling my potions. I'm selling my lotions, but not my potions, you know. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to do some trimming and some planing because it's got that water discount. It's kind of ready to plane off now. Sometimes I leave them a while because if you plane too soon, it's too soft. But these are perfect. So I'm going to do that and I'll leave some pictures at the end. And I'll see you soon. Bye.